All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today we are diving into a piece of English grammar that is way more powerful than it looks, the present continuous tense. It's not just for talking about what's happening right now, it's this incredibly flexible tool for describing our entire world in motion. So let's see how it all works.
So here's the big puzzle we're going to solve today. How can a tense that feels so locked into the present moment, how can it possibly be one of our best tools for talking about the future? It kind of sounds like a contradiction, right? But trust me, by the end of this, it's going to make perfect sense.
So here's how we're going to break it all down, in 5 simple parts. We'll start with the absolute basics, the blueprint. Then we'll walk through its different jobs, from what's happening this very second, to temporary situations, all the way to its secret identity as a future planning tense. Okay, first up, the basic blueprint. Before we get into all the cool stuff this tense can do, we've got to lock in how to build it. It's super simple, and it is the foundation for everything else we're going to talk about. And here it is. This is the one and only formula you need to remember. It's always a form of the verb to be, so that's is, am, or are, plus your main verb with that ing tacked on to the end. That's it. This simple pattern unlocks everything.
So, for example, I am studying. You've got am plus studying. Simple.
Or how about, they are sitting? See? The pattern holds perfectly. You've got your subject, the be verb, and the ing action word.
And check out how easy it is to flip the meaning. To make it negative, you just drop the word not right after the be verb. She is coming becomes she isn't coming, a tiny little word for a completely opposite meaning.
And turning it into a question is just as easy. You just flip the subject and the be verb. She is coming becomes is she coming? So once you've got that basic be plus ing pattern down, you've pretty much mastered statements, negatives, and questions.
All right, let's move on to its first big job. This is the one everybody learns first. Using the present continuous for actions that are literally happening right now as we speak.
I mean, you can just picture this one, can't you? At this very moment, Soren is walking out the door. The action of leaving is happening as we speak. It's immediate, it's active.
And this use isn't just for the exact microsecond something is said. Ronan and Ethery are talking, is happening now. Ezrin is playing guitar, is going on currently. It can even describe something that's in progress around a specific time. Look at that last one. At 8 o'clock, we are usually having breakfast. The whole process of eating breakfast is happening right at that time. Okay, let's get a little more nuanced here. The present continuous is also perfect for talking about things that are temporary. Situations or habits that have a beginning and we assume an end. These are not permanent states.
Think about this sentence for a second. Is Abby going to be a waiter forever? Nope. That little phrase, until she finds a job, tells us this whole situation is temporary. The tense just perfectly captures that this is an ongoing but limited phase of her life.
And this idea applies to habits too. On the left, you've got a temporary habit. Tisha is eating a lot these days. It's something that's just happening for a little while. But now look at the right. We can also use it to complain. When you throw in a word like always or constantly, you're emphasizing a repeated, super annoying habit. You are always chatting in class. That just has a totally different, much more frustrated feeling to it. And now we've arrived back at our big question. This is the surprising superpower of the present continuous. Using it to talk about the future. This is where this tense really shows off. Just look at this. Mary is going to a new school next week. Okay, the action hasn't happened yet. But the way we're saying it, it tells us this isn't just some vague dream. This is a fixed plan. An arrangement has been made. It just feels certain. So here's the key takeaway. You use this for future stuff that's already organized. I am meeting my father tomorrow implies we've already set the time and place. This isn't for wishful thinking, it's for things you've already put on the calendar. Okay, last use case. The present continuous is fantastic for describing gradual changes, developments, and trends that are happening really slowly over a long period of time. This is a classic example. I think everyone can relate to this. You don't actually see the kids growing in real time, minute by minute, but you can see the process happening over weeks and months. It's a slow, developing change, and our growing just captures that ongoing process perfectly.
This is a great way to visualize that idea of progression. You start with a fact, a fixed state. Your English is good. But to talk about the process of it getting better, you need the present continuous. Your English is improving. It captures that active state of change.
So, after all that, what is the one big idea that ties all of these different uses together? It's this. The present continuous is the tense of the unfinished and the in progress. It doesn't matter if it's an action, a situation, a plan, or a slow change. The point is, it hasn't reached the finish line yet. It's still happening.
And that's our whole explainer in a nutshell, right? It all connects back to that core idea. An action happening right now, it's in progress. A temporary job, that's an unfinished situation. A future plan, that's a process that's started but isn't done. A gradual change, that's a development still happening. They are all basically unfinished.
So, now that you get it, thinking about that really powerful idea of unfinished, ongoing action. What process are you in the middle of right now? What are you learning next?